Hi, I'm Kavya from Chennai and I'm a fashion communication graduate. I've battled being overweight since I was a teenager, but it didn't really affect me until recently. When I moved to Italy for masters, I shed a few pounds, but that was mostly from moving around and not eating properly. But trust me, when you lose weight in an unhealthy way, it always finds a way to come back. And that's exactly what happened to me when I moved to Dubai a year back. The work stress got to me, and that was the biggest mistake I did, letting something else come between me and my health. Coming from an industry where image matters a lot, it was really important for me to look presentable, and that directly affected my confidence level. By the time I was 23, I was weighing 98 kgs in total, and this was after I gained close to 30 kgs over a period of 9 months. I was borderline diabetic. I had high levels of cholesterol, TSH levels, and every weight issue I could possibly have. To make things worse, I was taking 4 painkillers a day over an entire week every time I got my period. That overburdened my liver. When our health goes down the drain, nothing else matters, not family, not friends, not work, and my productivity was low and my priorities were all over the place, and I used to eat to fill the void I felt, and after a point I couldn't stand looking at myself in the mirror. Everything spills over how we feel about ourselves, the way we feel when we look at ourselves in the mirror, and it spills to every aspect of our life. And I wasn't happy with how mine was going. I knew what I had to do, but just that I couldn't do it. I went to the gym, I tried working out, as every fad diet there is, but I was back to square one in no time. The worst part was I had become my own inhibition, and I hated that because I was letting every good opportunity slip right through my fingers. I was depressed, anxious, and I desperately needed a start over. But I didn't know how and when to do it, or I was so hopeless that I didn't even know if it was even possible to do it. That was when my dad spoke to Mr. Neetu Jain and Mr. Rajesh Jain, the trustees of Piyas, who then put us on to Dr. Neetu and Dr. Mahendra. Dad initially signed me up for a package in Bangalore for about 2 weeks because he was pretty convinced that I wouldn't be able to stick to the diet and practices. But I came here with an open mind, like I had already hit the rock bottom and there was nothing more for me to lose. From day 2, I was put on detox, and the first 10 days I had lost 7 kgs, and Neetu ma'am helped solve my lower back pain with only yoga and nature cure treatments, which even 2 courses of antibiotics couldn't help me with. The best part was I didn't have the need to take even a single painkiller when I got my period, and that's something that still amuses me. And all of these results, I saw within the first week of me being here, and that's when I realized this is the fresh start I needed, and I decided to extend my stay. I was on a raw plant-based diet, and for the most part of my stay I was only on liquids, either detox, fasting, or juices. And you'd be surprised how much your body can withstand when you convince your mind. Speaking of which, I was told about Utsav, a one-of-a-kind mind detox program in Uti, which happens for 3 days. Considering how I had already been here for a month, I went in expecting nothing. But I don't know if it was the food, the ambience, Dr. Mahendra's sessions, or Neetu ma'am's practices. My experience was truly transcending. One of my takeaways was no matter how healthy you eat, how much workout or yoga you do, if you don't deal with the baggage going on in your head and heart, you're still unhealthy. And that's the best part about Piyas, because they are an emotional center, and they don't work on you only on a physical level, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And the entire panel of excellent doctors and the therapists, they make sure you step out healthy, you understand what is health, and that's why all of you, and one thing I want to tell is, when we look at health, we look at only from the physical aspect, but from Utsav I understood mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health, all of it are interlinked, and it's about time we realize that. And that's why Utsav is one such program all of you need to experience at least once in your lifetime. After I came here, I understood one thing. It was not only about losing weight, but I got control of my health. And when you gain control of your health, you transform into a whole new person, literally. It changes your perspective, your relationships, you learn what's discipline, patience, and you gain the real confidence. You know, the confidence that gives you the power to believe you can take over the world. And that is why switching to a healthier lifestyle is the best thing you can do for yourself. And when you become healthy, looking good is just an icing on the cake. So here I am 3 months later and 23 kgs lesser, telling all of you that if someone like me who wanted to end her life a few months back can change things around and believe there's hope again, so can all of you. And I wouldn't be here if not for Neetu ma'am and Dr. Mahindra and the entire team at Piyas. I stepped in here feeling out of place, but this is the biggest family I've ever made.